relationship between standard of living and level of education. Okay, and if I had, I don't have time to do it right now, if I could go through the whole history of education, the education of African Americans. But it first starts out with, just click on there, click on this statement on there. Because what they really did is well, the first step is, well, what do they do? Why do they have education? Okay, it's supposedly to increase your life, living standard of living, and do those type of things, right? Okay, so the question is, as soon as we came here, well, how should we prepare for these individuals? What type of education we should give these people? And if we do give them education, we should give them education just enough to where they won't demand for their freedom. And so the key to everything is they took Egypt out of Africa. That's the bottom line. Okay, this is basically Ivan Van the room when Napoleon's army marched to Egypt, saw the Sphinx, the broad nose, broad lip, click the whole thing. Okay, they shot the nose off. Okay, and that's where they killed us academically, is when they took Egypt out of Africa, took the next one. That's when they killed us psychologically, academically, intellectually, is when they took Egypt out of Africa. And that's why I say when we teach black history, we need to go all the way back, pre-slavery. Okay, we built the pyramids. Herodotus, anybody know who Herodotus is? He's the father of history. He described the Egyptians as having black skin and woolly hair. Aristotle, same thing. He described the Egyptians having black skin. You go back and look at Thales, Pythagoras, all your founders, the so-called Greek mythology. Keep clicking on them. Yeah, these are Egyptians. These are actually Egyptians as they painted themselves. Okay, these are what you know, and this recent movie came out. Exodus, no black people in the movie except they're saying, but these are Egyptians off the walls of the pyramids that they painted themselves. Now, does this look at anything like the people in the movies? Keep clicking, just keep looking at those pictures. Okay, this is Herodotus said, I judge Colchians, which is a group of people living in Russia along the Black Sea. They're calling the Egyptians because, like them, they have black skin and woolly hair. Once again, father of history, 400 BC. Keep the next one. This is the first king of Egypt. I mean, he's the one who unified North and South Egypt. Does he look anything like the people in the movies? Okay, click the next one. Just keep these pictures. These are Egyptians. These are Egyptians. These are Nubians. These are once again south of Egypt, what we call Sudan right now. Click on. Okay, once again, King Tut. This is an actual picture of King Tut. Has anybody seen these in the movies or any exhibits? Now, you can't mistake this for anything except African. Keep on going. Just keep the pictures. Once again, Egyptians again. Do these look like anything like the people in the movies? Anything you see, even in your textbooks, you ever hear talk about Egyptian textbooks look like? He's put the next one. Okay, same thing. Ramses, he's the one who, in Exodus, when Moses parted the Red Sea and left. Now, that's Ramses. Okay, does he look anything like the guy in the movie? Click the next one. Keep clicking these pictures. Once again, these are from the walls. These are from the walls of the tombs in Egypt. This is how the Egyptians saw themselves. But when you pick up the history books, you don't see this, do you? Click. There you go. Once again, this is built on the first pyramid. Look at that. Look at his facial features. This is clearly African. These are clearly African people. We built the pyramids. Keep one. Keep the next one. Hannibal. You know the guy who rode the elephants and fought Rome? This is a coin. They found this in the desert. This is how Hannibal was. When you see the movies, you don't see this guy, right? Keep on going. Here's the next one. Have you heard of Hannibal, the Nubians? These were horsemen who helped Hannibal beat Rome. Okay, once again, look at the people. Look what they look like. They didn't look like the people in the movies. You see black people. Keep on. Keep on the next one. Okay, next one we'll talk about West Africa, Ghana, Empire of Ghana. Okay, Ghana, Mali, right in this area. They were doing cataract surgery, moving cataracts in 1200. That was before Columbus came. Also, Ivan Van Sertima found evidence that the people from Ghana were here 1200. Hey, we're talking about 1492 when Columbus got here. 1200 people from Ghana were here. Keep going to the next one. Okay, this is talking about the history of Ghana. You can actually copy it if you want to use it. This is talking about how Ghana was started. Okay, the whole history is basically tribes people trading back and forth from Egypt and other parts to southern West Africa. It was more of a trading place, and they got together and eventually became a nation. Go to the next one. Okay, from the Ghana Empire going up. I just want to see the pictures. Okay, it's basically. But my point is, when they give you Black history, all they give you is slavery, Martin Luther King. My thing is, if you really want to change things, we need teachers. They kill us in the classroom. You need to challenge your history teachers. Yes. Okay, when they're talking about Egypt, somewhere they'll let these people know that we're talking about Black people. Right. Okay, we don't didn't start with slavery. Okay, we built the pyramids, and Ethiopia predated, my structures in Ethiopia predated Egypt. Is you really stop thinking? Anybody read the New Testament, Old Testament? They mention Ethiopians in there all the time, don't they? Yeah. Okay, and then Paul, remember Apostle Paul? When Apostle Paul went to Greece, Corinthians, they thought he was Egyptian. Why did they think he was Egyptian? Because he had black skin and woolly hair. And not only that, Paul was a Roman citizen, which tells you Romans had their Black people who were citizens of Rome at that particular time. That's where they're killing us in the textbooks. They're killing us in the textbooks, and then these kids go to school, cops as kids go to school, see us nothing as animals and savages, so naturally they grow up believing that. Our kids watch television and see these idiots on television, dressed up, pants hanging off and everything, they assume this is what it means to be Black. Okay, that's where the change is. We need teachers, we need people who read, go challenge your history teachers, say, okay, we're talking about Egypt, let's talk about Herodotus and how Herodotus and Aristotle describe the Egyptians. You know what I'm saying? This is where it comes in, because that's why so many of our scholars don't want to be Black. Because all they know is Martin Luther King and slavery, right? Well, just keep turning the other cheek. And keep turning the other cheek, and people just keep hitting you, and keep you, by and by will overcome it. No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay, we need to take our history back. Okay, right. Click to see what you got, and some more on there. Okay, Mansa Musa. I mean, Mansa Musa. He's the richest man in the world back in the 1930s, 1300s or so. He was the king. He had basically broke he went to Mecca with gold. Okay, and so much gold that he broke the economy. Of all the countries all through there. Okay, Empire Ghana. Look these up. Go look these things up after we talk. I just want to stimulate your appetite. That's one way to get around it. First of all, we need to get our pride back. And in order to get our pride, we've got to take our history back. Yes. Okay, they lied to you all through school. Over the ocean blue, 1492. Well, Columbus went to a country that had 50 million people already there to begin with. How did he discover something?
That's right.
I have to just go out in the parking lot and jump in a Mercedes. So I discovered that car. Okay, so that's where it comes. That's where the change is going to come from. Okay, think about it. We built the pyramids: algebra, geometry, trigonometry, physics, math, Imhotep.